We have an update on a story we brought you earlier this year. Esther Nakajigo was a human rights activist from Uganda who was killed by a traffic gate in Arches National Park in June of last year.
Now her family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Investigative reporter Nate Carlisle has more.
Bob and Kelly, the family is believed to be seeking $270 million from the National Park Service. They're claiming staff was negligent.
My name is Esther Nakajigo, the Uganda's ambassador for women and girls.
Esther Nakajigo was a 25-year-old performer who used her celebrity to help women and girls in her home country of Uganda.
They do not need to only have book information. They have skills for life.
She did quite an incredible amount of initiatives in the short time she had.
She was in a leadership program in Boulder, Colorado, when, in June of 2020, she and her husband, Ludo Mashad, visited Arches National Park.
I really wanted to show her Arches because I know all the parks around Moab because, yeah, it's one of my favorite places in the U.S., if not my favorite place.
Just before exiting past the visitor center, the couple approached a gate. No one disputes that on this day, the gate was open and unsecured as Ludo drove their rented Chevy Malibu.
I heard a huge noise and the car stopped kind of by itself.
Wind caught the metal tube gate and the stop sign on it. The top rail of the gate went through the front of the car.
911, what is your emergency? Hi, we need an ambulance immediately to Arches National Park. There was just a car accident and a woman is decapitated.
After the accident, Ludo and his in-laws sent the National Park Service a notice seeking $270 million. The lawsuit filed last week in federal court in Denver doesn't ask for a specific dollar figure, but the suit accuses the National Park Service of being understaffed and negligent. The plaintiffs contend the gate was actually unlatched for 2 weeks before the accident, even though various federal policies require such gates to be secured.
Liability is exception rather than the rule.
James C. Kozlowski is an associate professor of recreation management at George Mason University. He studies legal issues in the outdoor industry.
In other words, there's no liability for ordinary negligence. Liability, if any, would have to be based on proof of willful wanton misconduct, sometimes referred to as gross negligence.
The National Park Service on Monday declined to comment. It earlier issued a statement expressing sympathies to Nakajigo's family and friends. In the studio, Nate Carlisle, Fox 13 News, Utah.